I'm Steve Bowers.
And I'm Cassandra Fuller.
And we welcome you to Six in the City. We have an extraordinary guest today. Earl Peanutt Montgomery is with us. He wrote about 70 songs that have been recorded by George Jones. He wrote over 30 that were recorded by Tammy Wynette. He has had work recorded by Dolly Parton and
just an honor to have him on the show.
just Emmylou Harris and let's see, Bob Dylan and Elvis Costello and a bunch of other people. And he's got extraordinary work out there. We're delighted to have him with us. He was one of the original members of the session musicians that worked Fame Studio. So he was on all that stuff from Arthur Alexander to Tommy Rowe to the Tams out of Atlanta and Ray Stevens and all this stuff. And then was bass player at the Grand Ole Opry for many years. Real honor to have him with us. We'll be hearing from him today.
That's going to be.
It'll be a great day.
What an opportunity.
We have
Sherry Friedman is here. She's with the Jackson Symphony because their classic
They're gonna do rock and roll.
concert. That's right. Rock and roll is coming up this weekend, Saturday, April the 7th.
I'll see how that goes.
And then Sydney Lofton and Jared Kerner are here because USJ Pride and Prejudice is coming up. It is their upper and middle school play, April 5th through the 8th.
This is an internationally known event. Gail Forbes is with us, the Jackson Christian Consignment Sale. Clear the deck. Don't try to get near a country club lane.
That's right. It is internationally
Unless you're going to that thing. And so here we go. That's coming up. Alexis Long and Jill Erling with us. Jackson Young Professionals. They're going to talk about all the great places to eat out here in Jackson.
Oh, and that's just what we love. We love to eat.
It is why we're here.
That's exactly right. Cecilia Hammond is here because Noises Off from Jackson Theater Guild is coming up April the 5th through the 8th. She'll tell us a little bit more about that and how to get tickets. Susan
Barker and Kelly Stafford are with us, the Kirkland Cancer Center. They got a Glow Out 5K. I knew we were going to have a 5K on this show.
You know we can't get away from talking about it.
And Carla Dodd, Leona Heffley with us, the Breakfast for Babies. That's my kind of event.
There you go, some pancakes.
We're going to do all of that on this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. At Alcoholics Anonymous, I've found help from people who know what I've been through. Now, I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. Look for us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
We can help. Call 877-426-8330. Call now. There is hope for you.
Own a lawn mowing service? Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Sherry Friedman is with us. She is the executive director of the Jackson Symphony.
The Jackson Symphony.
And Peter Shannon said, if we don't do some rock and roll, I'm quitting. I'm not going to conduct this orchestra anymore. And so Sherry said, all right, you asked for it, you got it.
That's right.
We got classic rock coming up Saturday night at the Carl Perkins Civic Center with the Jackson Symphony.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to have been at that meeting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're having back Joe Bauscher and Christopher Eastburn, who did the piece a couple of years ago. Boy, my mind just went blank. Isn't that fun?
Well, it's great. Okay.
It was another early rock
and roll.
Yeah.
Or so how did they link up with the symphony? Has Peter worked with them before somewhere?
Peter has worked with them before.
Okay.
They were with us a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And we asked them back. They have a whole new piece.
So what is this?
What are we going to hear?
Wonderful rock anthms from the 70s and 80s.
Okay.
I mean, everything from Africa by Toto to, matter of fact, make it easier for me to see my list here.
This is stuff that Sherry listens to all the time.
Heart of the Moment by Asia. We're going to have Sweet Talking Woman that was done by ELO. Open Arms by Journey. I mean, it's just a wonderful selection of music.
All right, and so the symphony, this will start at 7:30 Saturday night here at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. It's a dinner concert, and so the doors will open if you're bringing dinner and all that at 6 o'clock for
Correct.
the show. Okay, and
And
can you still get
tickets,
tables?
Are tickets and tables still available?
Tables are still available until tomorrow.
Okay.
Tickets for the balcony are available all the way through concert time.
Okay.
concert time.
They are how much?
They range anywhere from $20 for seniors and students all the way up to $85 per table.
For the tables.
for the
okay.
tables.
Okay. 427-6440 or go to thejacksonsymphony.org. When you're looking at a season, then what are you trying to do, then, Sherry? Because you mix in this with classical and other things.
We are. We try to do a nice mix. We do 3 pops concerts every year. We do 3 classical concerts. We have the Starlight, which is a mixture of the two. And then we have our chamber concert series.
Okay.
And when we're looking at this, we take a good look at combination of music, who we have available as guest artists, all of that in determining what's actually going to create a season.
Okay. I wonder for people to put this kind of work together when you're taking Asia and all this other Toto and everything else, because to score this for a symphony is a whole
It's a
different
little
business.
bit of a challenge.
It is. And as a matter of fact, Joe Bauscher has all of the pieces scored, and he sends them to us so that we don't have to worry about that part.
It's not something
It's just a little thing.
just a subtle thing. Like,
subtle,
would you hurry up? The concert's Saturday night.
Oh, no. The fun part is that he contacted us because they've been contacted by a organization in Memphis to do the exact same concert.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And so he's done this all across the U.S. and makes
So
it easier.
do symphonies like this? I mean, is it an enjoyable thing? I mean,
Oh,
is
it
different?
really is.
Okay.
It's a fun time. You know, it's time for musicians and conductors to let their hair down a bit
Okay.
and just have a good evening
Okay.
playing music.
All right.
How fun.
Well, it should be great fun. It's classic rock. Peter Shannon, the artistic
Should
director and conductor.
bring in a little bit of a different crowd as
Different
well.
crowd, I would
Oh,
think.
very much so.
Okay. So
And
ticket sales have
introduce them
gone
to
well.
the symphony.
They're going very
Very
well.
well, okay. Well, be sure you get your tickets. Don't miss this. If you haven't seen the Jackson Symphony, and it is an extraordinary organization, it's in its 57th year or something
We're in
close?
our 57th year, 58th is next
So
season.
we're about to run 60 years. And for a city this size to have a symphony that's been
That's
here 6
amazing.
decades is pretty amazing. It's a lot of commitment and work and sacrifice by people in this community for many, many years to help make this happen.
Oh, very much so.
So it's a
And
great thing. All right, so classic rock, Saturday night.
Saturday night. That's this Saturday, April the 7th.
What do we wear now?
You need to wear
Well,
your,
we're
your
We
come and
long
look-
hair. You need to come in with a long
If we
hair,
look,
70s
come and
hair
look like
wig.
REO Speedwagon, are they going to meet us at the door saying, okay, I'm sorry, you need to go
We're
down to
going
the
to-
tavern right down the street.
You wear your REO Speedwagon
But
t-shirt.
we're going to have everything from jeans and T-shirts all the way up to business casual.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, we'll be there. Looking forward to it.
It is.
Appreciate
It's
the
gonna
word
be
of the
fun.
symphony. 427-6440 or thejacksonsymphony.org. We'll be back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jacksenergy.com/JEACCR.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
So as the owner of Master Medical Equipment here in Jackson, we value JEA's service and our partnership with them. One of the main reasons we relocated into this area was to use JEA's broadband internet service. We do a lot of teleconferencing, we do a lot of international calling. Inside sales business is based off of access to telephone, to internet, to all the services we need to operate. And we had to go with JEA because I felt it was the best fit for our business.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, and we will soon be hearing from Peanutt Montgomery. We're delighted to have him with us. Sydney Lofton is with us, and Jared Kerner are with us, and they're from the University School of Jackson. They're part of the theater group, and the upper and middle school play for this season is Pride and Prejudice, and it's going to be presented this week, April 5th and 6th, Thursday and Friday evenings at 7 o'clock, and then a Sunday matinee, no Saturday performance,
right.
but a Sunday matinee on April the 8th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will be at the Blankenship Theater at USJ.
And you can get tickets at the door.
Okay.
Tickets are $10 for
Yeah,
adults and
for
$7 for you and non-USJ
$7 for seniors.
students.
That's great. You know, like I said, Mom has to pay full price, so
That's
she didn't
right.
go with us.
I bet
She
not.
pays her own way.
Tell Pam she can go with me.
Well, tell us about this.
Well, it's a great story about these two people who kind of start off on not the best foot. And it's 1813 England. There's all this pomp and circumstances to social interactions, but we end up falling in love through a series of events that happen.
All right, so y'all played the lead role in this.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So how's it been for you, this work, then?
It's been a...
You have to get into a time period thing here.
Yeah. It's definitely been something I'm not going to forget.
Well, he's gotten to work with me, so...
What more could you ask for, right?
Is
this your first time
This
to be
is
in?
not.
Okay.
I've done this before.
Okay.
But obviously with the British
The
accent,
time period and the British
the
accent.
time period, it's
Takes a little bit more work, doesn't it?
Right,
To
yes.
stay in that character,
A lot,
I'm sure.
yes.
What is the costuming like, then, with this?
The costumes are amazing. We're running from Broadway costumes in Chicago, and they're just beautiful.
Okay.
And
so you
hot.
dress up. Okay.
They're really hot. They're really hot. There's lots of layers.
You're talking about like sweat hot,
She
right?
loves it.
Yes.
And he's like, oh my God, it's miserable. I'm
right.
hot.
Yeah, I can't
He's got
believe
it
they
worse
wore
than
this
me.
Stuff. Okay. All right. Well, that makes a difference in the production. and
Absolutely.
doing the work, yeah.
You put on the costume and you have your hair and makeup done. You just kind of walk out and it's just, you kind of feel it more.
Okay, so you do. All right, so
Yes.
So how many are in the cast?
We have about,
Say, what would it be, close to 30?
yeah, about close to
it's a pretty
30.
big
Close to
cast.
30, yeah.
Yeah.
We have these big ball scenes where everyone comes on and dances. and
Okay.
So how many other, you're obviously playing the key roles here in the focus. What other characters then are in this?
Well, you have Lizzie and Darcy and then the other couple,
Right, Bingley and Jane.
Bingley and Jane. And you kind of have, they're the sweet couple and we're kind of at each other's throats the whole time. And then you have some other like relatives that of the two couples that are either trying to push them together or trying to keep them apart.
Okay.
My parents are super funny, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, and I've got a bunch of sisters. It's great.
Okay. So you describe this overall as this comedic work or both?
I would say it's a bit of both. There's some dramatic, but there's very funny characters.
Right.
A little bit of everything.
Is it a different theatrical experience than y'all have had before in doing this?
I'd say so, especially with the sets that we've built. Probably some of the best sets we've ever built. 2 stories. It's really
So
amazing.
the settings then are what? Inside homes or street scenes?
We have one set in the back that's built like the outside of a house that has brick windows and doors, like that we enter and exit from a bunch. But then we also have furniture pieces that are moved on by characters, and so the transitions flow throughout the show rather than blackout and scene change.
That's a lot of stuff to coordinate.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And so the dress rehearsal, here we go, right? And then when you put all the gear on, then that the costumes. But so that helps you get in character then with all
For
that.
me, yes,
Okay.
it does.
So English accents from the early 1800s.
That's right.
All right, Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is the spring production. It's coming up this week at the University School of Jackson, Thursday and Friday, the 5th and 6th at 7 p.m. There will be no performance Saturday. The Sunday performance is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tickets will be available at the door at the Blankenship Theater there at USJ. Well, it's good to have you both on with us. Break a leg, as they say. We'll see how this goes this week, and look forward to having you back with us. We're about to wrap up this year, though, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, okay, well, Are you a senior? Or?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, congratulations. You as well?
Are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
Junior,
Just
all right,
have
so you got
one
one more to go.
One more year.
So he'll get to work without you next year. All right, good.
That's the
Good to see you both. We are thrilled to have this man here. He's an extraordinary songwriter, a lengthy music career. His first record was recorded by song was recorded by Porter Wagner back in 1959.
Just a few years
Peanut,
ago.
I was about to date you another decade. This is Earl Peanut Montgomery. Earl.
Well, I one of these days. Don't have to answer to anyone. I'll get up with the morning sun, but I'll be gone like the wayward wind one of these days. One of these days it will soon be all over, cut and dried, and I won't have this urge to go all bottled up inside. One of these days I'll look back and I'll say I left in time, 'cause somewhere for me there's gotta be peace of mind. I might someday walk across this land, carrying the Lord's book in my hand, going across the country singing loud as I can, one of these days. But I won't have trouble on my back, cutting like the devil with a chopping axe. I've got to shake him off of my back one of these days. One of these days it will soon be all over, cut and dry, and I won't have this urge to go all bottled up inside. One of these days I'll look back and I'll say I left in time, 'cause somewhere for me there I know there's peace of mind. There's gonna be peace of mind for me one of these days.
This changes everything. TiVo is here. Search and control your cable channels and streaming video apps with one remote. Record 6 shows at once and build a library of favorites with one pass recording. Then watch on any TV in your home or browse and view on Wi-Fi devices with the free View It app. Call E+ Broadband to add TiVo and ask about our new packages.
Jackson is where I chose to attend college, and it has put me in touch with many interesting people. On Jackson 24/7, we placed an emphasis on higher education. Our community has 4 colleges and universities. That's unusual for a city our size. They mean a lot to the economy of our community, but none of that can happen without people dedicated to teaching and research for the next generation. Jackson has many great stories, and I enjoy telling them on Jackson 24/7.
Every day on TV6.
On a lawn mowing service, propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Welcome back to 6 of the City. We will have more with Earl Peanutt Montgomery. Guarantee you may not know him, but you know something he's done.
That's right.
And something he's written. And so it's a real thrill to have him with us today. Before we get there, Gail Forbes is with us. It is time for the Jackson Christian School Spring Summer Consignment Sale. This is a worldwide throwdown. If you don't have any business on Country Club Lane, don't get out there this weekend, because We're starting Friday.
We actually start
Saturday.
Saturday.
We're starting
Yes.
Saturday.
Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah, that Friday thing is a different deal. This is Saturday. We're going to start at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Saturday morning, 8 until 3. Sunday afternoon, 1 till 4. And then back Monday for whatever is left from 9 till 4. So how does this work?
Well, we started drop-off last night. We have over 700 consigners coming in this year.
Wow.
700. And so we started drop-off last night. They bring their items in. We have 2 gyms that are full. The big gym, what we call it, has the clothes, shoes, purses, jewelry, and accessories. Then the back Kaufman gym has everything else that you can think of. It's like I said, we kind of consider ourselves a mini mall. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So people consign stuff and you sell it, and then money's divvied up. School gets some, they get some. And
They get 60% and we get 40%.
40%. Okay, and you organize it, categorize it, and everything else.
Well, they actually put it into a computer, but we organize it so when they come and drop it off, they know exactly where to
Where
put
they
it.
put it. All right, so everything is
Y'all got this down to
an art.
It has to be organized, or
I would say
it would
so.
be
With
mass chaos.
700 consigners.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
huge.
So stuff in what categories? What will we find here?
Anything, clothes, shoes, purses, jewelry, accessories, anything for the home, kitchen, bath, electronics, baby items are a big thing. Furniture, got some really nice furniture items this year.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have consigners, I guess, that come back year to year to year?
I
don't
have consigners who come back from year to year who've been doing this with us for over 18 years.
Wow.
We have buyers who come from out of state. I have one lady who comes from Florida every year.
Florida, just for this
Just for this
consignment sale.
consignment sale.
Well, that's pretty
I'm
amazing.
going to see if Pam will leave town next year doing this when she comes back. I'll be sitting there smiling with an empty house and a bunch of money.
And a pocket full of money. You let me know when that's going to happen.
I'll need that
text
money to
Pam.
pay the lawyers. That's what happened there.
That's exactly.
I'll wind up being outside the house with nothing.
Right.
is
So
what
Friday
happened.
and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, are special days. But then Monday is most special because it's Dollar Day.
Absolutely, Dollar
Well,
Day.
you've done this.
Any,
Dollar Day.
I'm all about
Well, I knew you
bargain.
didn't show up on Mondays, but I didn't know why. I didn't know you were down here. So 9
Saturday-
till 4, so it's a Dollar Day.
It's Dollar Day. Anything that's been donated to the school in front of the barrier, whether it has $1 on it or $25 or $50 on it, no matter what the tag says, will be $1.
It'll be a dollar. So if you want to take a risk and go down there on Monday, if you find something, it's a dollar.
It's $1, and
Okay.
there are some really nice items in there for sure.
Okay.
Because I have seen them.
See,
She knows all.
we've been talking about this thing for years. I've avoided going.
You
know,
have.
and
I know
so
you have.
Now I feel like I'm missing something here.
If you've never been, the first time you will come, you will be really surprised and pleasantly
Do y'all like do
surprised.
concessions? Surely people have to take a break.
Whirl and Smoke Barbecue will be there.
Okay. Oh,
see, it's barbecue.
We have
Okay,
food
we have
too.
food.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That's
Food
even
without a
better.
5K, I can be there for that. All right. So it's Saturday 8 until 3. It is Sunday 1 till 4.
That's half price.
And that's half price day.
Oh, half
so
price
the
day.
only
Half price
full price day is Saturday.
Uh-huh.
All right, so if I go back Sunday, it's already down to half
It's
price.
half
If I go
price.
back Monday and it's still there, it's a dollar.
It's
A
a dollar.
dollar.
Anything in front of the barrier is a
Front of the
dollar.
barrier. And it's free to the public, free and open to the
Absolutely,
public. You don't have to
absolutely.
pay anything, but just bring your money because you're going to find something you can't live without,
I
right?
would think so. And MasterCard and Visa accepted.
How long have y'all been doing this?
18 years.
18.
Wow. Gail, that's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We started out small, and we have over $300,000 in inventory right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with the stuff that's left, what do y'all do with that stuff? Is that donated?
That is donated. We have several charities that goes to. Well, Honduras Missions, Nicaragua, the Dream Center, the Men's Shelter comes and we give the suits to them.
Okay.
We have a new one, Corey's Gifts, to help students with uniforms in Madison County.
Okay.
So we
Right.
try to, everybody wins.
Yeah,
It's
it is a win-win situation.
Well, Gail, it's fantastic.
That's
It is
awesome.
the spring and summer consignment sale. It
They
is
start
this
at 8
weekend.
o'clock on Saturday, but you might well be there at 7, right?
April
They-
the 7th,
they show up early.
8th, and the 9th. All right. Gail, it's good to see you.
Thanks
It is
for
good to
having
have
me.
you.
Thank
Hope
you.
you survive.
She does too.
I do.
We're going back to the main stage. We are thrilled to have this extraordinary songwriter with us. He has hundreds and hundreds of songs that have been recorded in his life and career. And we're thrilled to have him with us from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. This is Earl Peanutt Montgomery.
40 some odd years ago, a young man came to Memphis, asking about a rose that used to blossom in his world. People never took the time to mind the young man's questions until one day they heard him ask a little green-eyed girl. What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? 20-some-odd years ago, a drunkard down in Memphis lost a month of life and labor to the county jail. Just because he asked a little green-eyed girl a question and offered her a nickel's worth of candy if she'd tell. A year and some odd days ago, an old man died in Memphis. Just a wayward soul that the county had to claim. Inside the old man's ragged coat, they found a faded letter that said, "You have a daughter, and her eyes are Wilson green." What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name?
I've lived in Jackson for nearly 13 years. As part of the Jackson 24/7 news team, I've learned a lot about how this community works. I've seen how the leaders of the city and the county deal with issues, even when it brings them into conflict. And I enjoy the opportunity to tell the stories that help people at home make better decisions. I love Jackson, and I love being a part of the Jackson 24/7 team.
Alex Northcutt, part of the team you trust, every day on E+ TV6.
I'm Jimmy Floyd, Operations Manager with Jackson-Madison County Emergency Management Agency in Jackson, Tennessee. With E+ broadband high-speed internet, we're able to host training classes and better prepare our responders from all over the county and state. It also gives us the ability to track storms and natural disasters in real time. The phone system allows us the flexibility to stay in contact with local, state, and federal agencies both in and out of the office, which is crucial in our line of work.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles, portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers, the fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane. Household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We've been taking a trip down memory lane with Earl Peanutt Montgomery.
We have.
Tanya Tucker this last time. So we'll see where we go next. And we're thrilled to have him with us.
Excited.
Alexis Long is with us. And Alexis is too. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing okay?
Yes.
Everything's all right? Yeah.
Y'all are with us.
Y'all with us. And so, yeah.
And Jill.
Tell that baby to hang on till we get through the show.
Yeah, she has a little more time. I have like 3 months.
She's got to cook in the oven a little longer.
Okay, all right, so it's good. And Jill Erling is with us as well. They were with the Chamber here. We had a great time at the Chamber Awards, won't you know?
Thank you. Thank you for emceeing
Such a
it.
big crowd, too. It was awesome.
Yeah, we sold out again this year. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
so
terrific.
awesome.
All right. It's the
It was fun.
MCs.
If you missed it, you missed a good time.
Yeah. It's that MC crowd they got.
Yeah.
You guys held the show together.
Yeah.
You did great.
I tried to carry her along best I could. You know what I mean?
It was rough. I know, I'm terrible.
But it was a good time had ball. If you missed it this year, be sure to do the Chamber Awards. It is a real celebration of the city. It's great fun to do. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We've got the Jackson Young Professionals. You know, only one of us in the two can go.
I was like, where's he going with this?
I know, I was like, I know where he's going.
To which I'm obviously not invited. And they are meeting Thursday,
But if
April
you
the 19th.
hand out your money to Alexis, she's not going to turn you down.
Turn it down.
We won't card you at the door.
You know, he paid $25, let him in. You know. But it's coming up Thursday, April the 19th. It's going to be at the Co.
At the Co.
Yes.
So we're going to do lunch at the Co. And we're going to be doing
Let's talk eateries, local eateries.
Yeah, we're going to talk about local eateries and have a few people on a panel and talk about how eating local, affects the economy, financially, all that kind of stuff.
Because it employs servers and cooks
Exactly,
and folks.
exactly.
Because a lot of people
everybody.
don't realize just how many local eateries we have here. I mean, obviously we have a ton of chains, but we have a good amount of local eateries right here.
Yeah, really
in
great
Jackson.
ones.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, a local farm, a local grocery, and a local restaurant. So it's going to be different dynamics of local eateries.
Okay. So how does this lunch work then? I mean, is it, you
Well-
sample stuff? Is that what you do? Or?
No, we're going to have a local restaurant cater it, and then we'll have a panel with
Okay,
those
panel
three
to
on it.
To talk about all this stuff.
To talk about it.
Yes.
Do they interact then? I mean, I know some people make efforts to get things at the farmer's market and other things, and so there's interaction among all of these. Here that makes
Yes,
this work.
yeah, all three of them really interact. So that's kind of why they work well together on this panel.
Okay. So how do we get tickets for this and make reservations? How much are they?
They are $15 for chamber members, $25 for non-chamber members, and you can go to jacksontn.com and to register.
If you're old, this is when they get the senior discount back. It's $35.
For you,
if you don't really,
for you, it's 50.
if you don't really belong on that sliding scale.
That's right. For you, it's 50.
Only reason we let him in is he paid double. And so,
Well, this is a great idea. Who came across this?
Our
idea?
committee does it all. Our Jackson Young Professionals Committee, they kind of come up with topics that they think will appeal to their people their age, and we just plan it.
how many local eateries do we have? Or do you have?
What'd you say?
How many local eateries do we have? I mean,
I don't know that off the top of my head.
I don't know either.
'cause
There's
we had a lot of
quite a
places,
few.
Yeah, because we're wedged in, and we got barbecue places, all different kinds of
Well,
things.
and our Jackson Home, their blog, if you follow them, they highlight local eateries every once in a while. So I learned about a lot of them that way on their Instagram.
A lot of local food trucks as well.
Oh,
I didn't realize how many
I
food
forgot about
trucks
the
that
food
we
trucks.
had
Right.
until I was following the our Jackson Home. So
Well, the General's about to start their season. I noticed they're doing a food truck Thursday or something.
Food Truck
Friday,
Food Truck
yeah.
Friday or something out there. So that's just become a thing.
it's
out
all
there.
about food.
I know. Well, I'm
Who
for
doesn't
that.
love food?
I know, right?
Yeah.
We all love to eat.
You know, it's just a shame I'm not younger.
Now,
I'd be on the committee saying we ought to do this every month.
Steve's going to be in the window, looking in the window.
Oh, we'll let you come check it out.
Well, it's going to be at the Co. April the 19th. It will start at
11:30.
11:30.
And you go to
Usually goes to how long? About how long?
About 1.
About 1.
you go to jacksontn.com to make your reservation.
Yes, you can register online that way.
Okay, just register online, jacksontn.com, and once again, 15 and 25. 15 for members and 25 for
Yes,
non-members.
that's correct.
If you're not a member yet, the Jackson Young Professionals is a great organization. It's a great emphasis with the Chamber. Puts people of a certain age group together.
Don't be hating on the young
I'm
people.
not hating on everybody. I mean, we were all JCs at one time when that was.
I think you're a little bit bitter about this whole JYP thing. You don't have an OYP. OOP. How about an OOP?
Yeah, well, maybe the Chamber will start one. Don't take that back to the committee. So
You can start a committee.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start the committee since you thought of it. What a great idea.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Steve Bowers with OOP.
Yeah, Jackson Young Professionals Emeritus. It's good to see you both.
It is
Appreciate
good to have you,
the
ladies.
great
Thank you
work
so
with the Chamber.
much.
JacksonTN.com to keep up with what's going on in the city. We're going to find out about the Jackson Theater Guild. That's coming up next as we continue 6 in the City.
JA Site Pay kiosks are the convenient way to pay your utility bill. These kiosks are featured in the foyer at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and at the drive-thru at Pleasant Plains Extended. Use your account number and follow step-by-step prompts to pay with cash, check, credit, or debit card. Account credit is immediate, and a printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in customer service at JEA today.
Ready, set, go for it. It's your adventure. This is your GAC.
Service is not just what we say, it's what we do. When you choose E+ Broadband for your cable, internet, and telephone services, you can trust us to provide unmatched reliability. From sales to installation, we work hard to bring the services you depend on every day. We're currently upgrading the network to increase our service offerings available to you, so look for us in your neighborhood soon. And thank you for choosing E+ Broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're going to be hearing again in this segment from Earl Peanutt Montgomery. We're thrilled to have him with us today. Songwriter extraordinaire, and so many hundreds of songs have been recorded. We're glad he's sharing his time with us today. Meanwhile, Cecilia Hammond is with us. Cecilia Hammond is with us, and we're talking about the Jackson Theater Guild. They're hitting the stage this week as well with a farce called Noises Off.
Yes.
Small cast, a lot of action.
Small cast, lots of action.
Okay, and it's British as well.
It is. It's a British comedy. Okay. And it's been known as the funniest farce ever written. Okay. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty funny.
So give us a little idea about what's going on.
Okay, so basically it's a group of British actors. It's a theater troupe, and we're putting on a play called Nothing On. And they've been traveling together for a while, and so there's lots of dramas backstage.
Okay, so you play those actors.
Yes.
And then you have to play the play that they play.
Exactly. Whoa. And so the first act is the actual Nothing On stage, and then the set gets turned around, and you get to see backstage drama from the actors that have been traveling together.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that sounds really confusing, but sounds good.
Yeah, it is. When I first read the script, I was very like, I can't follow this, but yeah, you just have to come see it. It's really funny.
So what we see in the first half is the play.
Yes.
And then we see behind the scenes in the second.
Behind the scenes while the play is going on the other side.
On the other side,
okay. So
yeah.
we get the back and the front.
We
at the
actually
same time.
put on the play 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first act is like the dress rehearsal, and the second act we're actually putting on the play with drama, and the third act everything goes wrong. Okay. Yeah.
So the male-female ratio in this cast then out of 9 is?
4 females and 5 males.
5 males. Okay. Romantic involvement in some of these?
There's some love triangles going on.
Love triangles.
She did say drama.
Yes.
Yes, she said drama.
Can't have drama
love triangles.
and not have a love triangle.
Yes.
That is love triangle. So we got room, let's see, with 9 folks. Mathematically, how many love triangles can
Yeah, do the math.
So how challenging was this for you?
It's a really fun role to play. It's very physical comedy. So a lot of us are getting our exercise. So, forget the gym, just come to play practice. So yeah. No, but it's been really fun. The doing the British accent's been really semi-challenging too. So
I can imagine.
Now, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30.
7:30, and then we have
Saturday,
2 matinees.
Sunday.
Yes,
Okay.
Saturday at 2.
Are y'all doing a
Sunday
preview party on
We
Wednesday?
are tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay, if you're watching us live on
Still
Tuesday.
tickets available for the preview
I
party?
believe there's not,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Okay.
So,
JTGonline.com, you can check that, right?
Yes,
You can get tickets
and
there
then-
or get them at the door.
Yes, you can
And
get them
are
at
you
the
selling
door.
tickets through, where else do you sell tickets?
Carriage House?
Carriage House Antique and King Jewelers.
King
King
Jewelers,
Jewelers,
okay.
both locations.
Both.
Downtown as well as on Conrad Drive, and then the Carriage House Antique Market and Cafe. All right, so that'll be great fun.
Yes, great
It's
fun.
going to be at the Net. All right, so
Yes,
we're turning
it
it loose.
is.
That's this week, too.
That's this
That
week.
is this
Everything's
week.
hitting
I know,
quickly.
everything is happening this week.
I
All
know.
right, so starting Thursday night,
Yeah.
7:30, and we'll take it from there. And preview
Yeah.
party, check it, because the preview parties are always fun.
They are.
So we'll see. So this has been a fun group.
Fun group, really. I like a lot of very familiar faces. You're going to
Okay.
see some new faces as well. So, yeah.
I think it'd be one of those you get the first 2 or 3 rehearsals saying, man, I don't know why we took this on.
I know.
A lot of us have felt like this, but we're ready for an audience at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet so. So once the preview, once the Wednesday night show is over, you're kind of like, we made it through
we're
that.
smooth sailing. Yeah, exactly.
Well, good luck. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you,
Cecilia
too.
Hammond. So look for her on stage this week at the Ned, downtown Jackson. Once again, we're thrilled to have this man with us. He's from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. He's written hundreds of songs that have been recorded by people all over this globe. His work is known internationally. This is Earl Peanutt Montgomery.
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to each other. Life can be rough. Sometimes it's kind. A real good life is hard to find. But the best life is the one we know. And the faith we have between us makes love grow. Some love lives, some love don't. We've got the kind of love we want. It brings us happiness all through the day. Nothing's gonna ever make it go away. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to each other. Time will tell if you're right or wrong. We know we're right by holding on. And the future is set for you and me, filled with love the way we both want it to be. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna hold on to each other. We're gonna hold on.
This changes everything. TiVo is here. Search and control your cable channels and streaming video apps with one remote. Record 6 shows at once and build a library of favorites with one pass recording. Then watch on any TV in your home or browse and view on Wi-Fi devices with the free View It app. Call E+ Broadband to add TiVo and ask about our new packages.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. At Alcoholics Anonymous, I've found help from people who know what I've been through. Now, I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. Look for us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
We can help. Call 877-426-8330. Call now. There is hope. for you.
Own a lawn mowing service? Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We'll have more with Earl Peanutt Montgomery before we get away.
Oh, it's getting deep in
You know,
here.
my co-host here, Cassandra Fuller, you know when she's on the show, we're going to talk about a 5K before we get away.
That's right. And this includes you because there's a 1 mile fun run.
Yeah, Susan
Walk,
Barker's with
fun
us
run,
and Kelly
everything.
Stafford with us. We're talking about the Kirkland Cancer Center Glow Out 5K. I actually participated this one year, and I did the 5K.
Was it this one?
It was this one.
Are
yeah,
you
the,
sure?
Yeah, the Glow Out. It's the
Okay.
one that
I'm
we
just
do out at Liberty Garden, right? Is that the one?
No.
No, that's different. Okay.
You glowed somewhere else,
I glowed
Steve.
somewhere. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to double time y'all,
Now, the
but I
one
guess
at
I
Liberty
did.
Garden is a glow run, but
There's
that's the
a glow run,
leadership.
but
That's the leadership Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So, and that's later on in the fall. So
Well,
you just be sure to sign up for that one
Forget
too. 'cause
everything I said because I'm not going to be there anyway.
We're going to sign you up for this one. It's coming up April the 26th.
26th.
Yeah.
I
right, we've
meant to have my registration in already, but anyway.
You go ahead and get it in. Races
All right, so
online.
give us the details.
online.
Racesonline.com. We can get ready to go. It's going to be on
Exactly.
April the 26th, which is what day of the week?
Thursday.
A Thursday.
See, it's
Okay,
an
and it will
evening
start
run.
evening run.
Starts at 6:30 is registration. The run starts at 7:30, and then there'll be awards after
Yeah,
that.
I'll be in about 9.
And the good thing about this race, there's a lot of good things about
Yeah.
it because it's for cancer prevention and recovery and all that. But the good thing about it is, too, that it is also one of the Jackson Roadrunners Summer Racing Series.
Series, because if you're accumulating points and stuff.
Accumulate points,
Exactly.
that's right.
Okay, all right, so
Yeah,
we
and
do.
we appreciate the support to be able to participate with that
okay.
summer series.
So how much is it to register then?
$25
Okay.
up through April 25th, and then when we take the website down, the day of race is $30 for the walk-ups.
So you can register the night of the event.
Oh yeah, we'll gladly.
Okay.
Welcome
turn anybody
anyone.
down, right?
Sure.
There's a 1 mile walk for cancer prevention and recovery. So what all goes on with this event then? You got a purpose for doing this.
Well, it's our fundraiser, the one for spring that we do for the American Cancer Society.
Okay.
And
This is going on how many years that you guys have
this
done
will be our fourth one.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kelly
Fourth
and-
year.
Kelly and I were just counting on our way over.
And we
so-
start at the Kirkland Cancer Center.
do.
And
And
wind around down through some of the neighborhoods
Exactly.
back there. A few
Yes,
hills
through-
involved, not
right.
many.
Right. Exactly. It's not too rough of a course.
End up back at the Kirkland Cancer
We do.
Center.
That's exactly right.
Fun and
And
music.
Terry Baker donates black lighting for the runners and walkers to come back into, and we have a playlist playing, and
So
so,
we can wear our glow attire.
yeah, please.
That's what makes it fun.
Glow as
Yeah.
much as we can, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We have the
We need
glow
to get you. We need to
necklaces.
get you some
Oh, yeah,
glow
I
stuff.
need to be glowing.
Yes.
We actually give the best glow award.
See?
That's right.
See?
The biggest bulb award goes to? Get that going. Tell us about the work of the Kirkland Cancer Center. What's happening there?
Oh, lots happening there. Exactly.
The Cancer Center's been here how long now?
We opened in December of 2013 with our radiation oncology.
So this will be a 5th anniversary year then?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And
What has changed in the ability here to treat cancer and to work with people as a result of having this center?
Well, I think that it's really opened up to the community, and made them aware of what all we do have, and we do have, oncology as far as chemotherapy and all the latest treatments that you can receive here in Jackson. We have radiation therapy. We have support services, like we have a dietitian on staff. We have nurse navigators that work with our breast cancer, lung cancer, and our colon cancer patients. We have 2 social workers. Susan is one of our social workers. So we have a lot of support services as well.
A navigator does what?
The navigator is sort of like your own personal best friend.
Okay.
They help you
work through it. Yes, they make sure you get to appointments, make sure you understand. You know, you sort of get information overload, and so they sort of hold your hand and re-explain things to you that maybe you didn't catch the first time.
Help you make the continuity of care through the journey of the treatment, scans, testing and such, surgeries.
Such an unknown and frightening thing.
Very overwhelming, I can imagine for those. So that would be where the navigator would come in.
Kirkland Cancer Center is just such a key component of medical delivery here. We're fortunate to have this center here, and so this is an important event. It's a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, a 1 mile walk.
And a glow out 5K.
Or a glow out 5K. Your choice is coming up Thursday, April the 26th at the Kirkland Cancer Center, racesonline.com, the glow out 5K.
Exactly. And April 10th is the guarantee T-shirt.
Okay, so register by April 10th.
So get on.
So I need to go ahead and get him signed up, right?
You do. That's right.
So. Who gets the 3XL T-shirt? Oh, here he is. Good to see y'all.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Hanging in the tree for you.
Yeah, that's it. We'll be back with more as we continue 6 in the City.
Own a lawn mowing service? Propane works for you. Propane can go where you go. Tanks easily changed, no spillage, quick transition, clean burn, increased energy efficiency. Propane, the affordable, clean alternative fuel wherever you mow. Find out more about JA's ProGas. Call 422-7500. Propane, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Part of JEA today. Join March of Dimes and Commercial Bank and Trust for the 11th annual Breakfast for Babies. The Baker's Rack, downtown Jackson, Friday, April 13th, 7 till 10 a.m. A delicious breakfast buffet featuring celebrity servers. All tips and breakfast proceeds benefit the March for Babies campaign. Advance tickets are $8, available at Commercial Bank and Trust. Tickets at the door, $10. Don't miss Breakfast for Babies, brought to you by Commercial Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Fiber, it may be small, but it is powerful. It connects our city, businesses, and homes to the world. Without it, our ability to compete economically and enjoy technology would be limited. Thanks to the investment in our city by JEA, we offer the area's first and only 100% fiber network. When you choose E+ broadband, you get the clearest reception, fastest speeds, and greatest reliability. Thank you for choosing E+ broadband and for your trust in the local service we provide right here in Jackson.
Welcome back to 6 in the City, and we're pleased to welcome Carla Dodd and Leonie Heffley with us. We're getting ready for Breakfast for Babies, and that is coming up next Friday, the 13th. It's going to be the Baker's Rack. Going to take it over from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. How are y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
So what else is going to happen that day? Breakfast?
Well, there'll be a lot of activity going on at the Baker's Rack, starting early at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to have celebrity servers serving all the people coming. There'll be hundreds of people there probably.
Okay. We're hoping for hundreds of people, right?
We're hoping for hundreds of people.
Do you get tickets in advance for this?
You can. At any of the 2 commercial bank locations, we're selling them for $8 a piece, and they're $10 at the door.
Get them in advance, you can save some money.
You can save a little bit of money.
Plus their tips?
Plus the tips. So a portion of the ticket price plus the tips goes to the March of Dimes. So it is an event that Commercial Bank and Trust has sponsored for the last 11 years. So this is our 11th year.
Wow, to be doing this,
It has been very successful, and it's been a lot of fun. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and, you know, the Baker's Rack has great food.
Yes, they do.
They do.
And it is really wonderful. But the celebrity servers, we ask celebrities from all over Jackson to work the shift. And so you might have the mayor of Jackson serving you coffee.
Could be.
And I think Cassandra and Steve will be there too.
I'll be doing all the work. She'll be doing all the talking.
Oh yeah, we know who's going to be doing the work and who's going to be doing the talking.
Hey, I need some coffee. Shut up. It'll be from 7 until 10 next Friday. That'll be the 13th at the Baker's Rack on Baltimore Street downtown. If you haven't been to this event, it is a fun event.
It's a great event.
You'll see a lot of folks
really
between
is.
7 and 10. If you stay all 3 hours, there'll be a lot of people coming through.
Well,
So
and
it's great fun.
if you want to beat the crowds, I think probably from 9 to 10 is the least busy. So
Busy, all right, so you delay
Take
it,
a little break
do it-
from
make it
work and
brunch.
come in. Yeah,
that's
make it-
right.
brunch.
Make
And
it
then
a brunch.
also in there's a silent auction.
We'll have some silent auction items. Probably about
we have about 10.
About
10 items.
Okay.
So
What
hopefully.
got y'all involved with this, with the March of Dimes?
Well, Commercial Bank and Trust wanted to come up with something unique to sponsor or donate money to the March of Dimes, and we collaborated and came up with this event. And it's
11
really
years
been,
later, it's proven to be
is.
something
yes.
good.
Carla, what got you involved with it?
I got involved with March of Dimes through working at the Jackson Sun and community involvement, and I've been involved for 10 years now.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a special thing. The challenge is to bring healthy babies into this world and to make that happen if at all possible.
Right.
There's a lot of research being done, have prematurity rates that are disturbing, and causes of and whatever. So
A lot more advancements have been made now versus
it enables children such as ours. Clayton survived as a result of the work of the March of Dimes with surfactants and other things that people knew about that would not have known about.
That's all
had not been for the
supported,
March of
yeah.
Dimes, yeah.
And
But
all
then-
of the money that we raise stays here locally.
Yeah.
So
And so it's just important work. And there's some reason these children being born, you want them to go full term.
Well, and that's what the March of Dimes is. They are in support of moms that are pregnant before they get pregnant, during the pregnancy, and after.
Yeah.
And if they do have a problem, they're there as a support for the
so it's
families.
important
And so the March of Dimes touches a lot of people, even
our-
moms of healthy babies.
Babies,
I
yeah.
was fortunate and had 4 healthy babies,
Yeah.
and I've been a supporter of the March of
March of Dimes
Dimes for many, many years.
And our, I don't want to say host family, but the
ambassador family.
Yes. That's right. I couldn't think of the right word. Ambassador family is right
Stephanie
right here
Riley.
locally. Stephanie
Yes,
Riley.
she
and her
works
son
for
Reed.
younger. She works for younger associates, and her son Reed has he was born premature. And last year, Katie Jones, her son Jackson, was the ambassador. They were the ambassador family, and she used to work for us.
Wow.
So,
That's great.
I think
Well,
we
it touches a
found
lot of
next
folks
year's
out there.
ambassador, too.
Friday.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. You did it's not a role you want to have, but you're thrilled to have it when it's there. It's important thing. You want to share the information.
So come out to the Baker's Rack Friday,
Friday,
the 13th.
April the 13th, 7 until 10. Or go by to Commercial Bank, and we'll see you there next week. It's good to see you all.
right.
Maybe
Thank you all for
even
being
serve you
here.
breakfast. How
We've
about
been
that?
thrilled to have this man with us. He has written hundreds of songs. He shared some of those with us today. He's brought up great memories from Tammy Tucker to George and Tammy and everybody else with whom he has worked for generations. We're thrilled to have. I'm going to let him close out this show. This is Earl Peanutt Montgomery.
Let's all go down to the river. There's a man, he's walking on the water. Come along with me. Lord, I want to see this man walking on the water. He can raise the dead from the grave, change the water and turn it into wine. He can make the lame walk, he can make the dumb talk, and open up the eyes of the blind. So let's all go down to the river. There's a man, he's walking on the water. Come along with me. Lord, I want to see this man walking on the water. Well, Jesus is the man at the river, and he's washing people's sins away. He can't save our soul if we give him control. Be ready for that judgment day. So let's all go down to the river. There's a man, he's walking on the water. Come along with me. Lord, I want to see this man walking on the water. Everybody, let's all go down to the river. There's a man, along with me. Lord, I want to see this man walking on the water. One more time. Let's all go down to the river. There's a man, he's walking on the water. Come along with me. Lord, I want to see